Hi everyone, it's Cindy, and I have week 11 in the CW Planner Challenge with Margarete Miller. And for this week, we need, first of all, a flower. And I had spent some time fussy cutting out a page of, years ago, I had purchased a Donna Dewberry decoupage kit. And she had sheets and sheets of flowers and all kinds of stuff. So I had all of these, and so there's a rose repeated multiple times, and then there's these pink geraniums. I don't know which ones I'll use, or if I'll use both. I certainly won't use all of them, but I just pulled them all out. So I have those for my flower, and then a foreign language, and I have all that German stuff, but I've been using German over and over again. And this was actually out from having used it in another project, and it's got French in it, in the text. So I thought I would use that as my foreign language. So there's that. Then we're supposed to have stitching, and I just got out my whatever this is. What is this? My Micron pen to draw some stitching lines. I didn't feel like fooling around with it otherwise, so I just pulled that out. And then we're supposed to have a measurement, and I pulled out my Tim Holtz measuring tape ribbon, but I'm not sure that's what I'm going to use. I also have this Tim Holtz tissue paper, and I wanted something that said it was a real measurement, and here, this has this architectural stuff here on the side, and so I think I'm going to try and maybe use a hunk of that, and as an added bonus, it also has French, so, yeah, we'll see about that. Leave that over there. And then we were supposed to have something torn, and I had actually just tore this morning. I was wrapping up some something, library cards, I think, just to mail out as a purchase. And I just had torn off part of a page that was in my glue book, and so there's something torn. And then the bonus is a geometric shape. This, for some reason, gave me fits. I wanted a piece of paper that had geometric shapes. So I went through all my 6x6 pads and pulled out little bits of paper that might be considered to have geometric shapes on them. This has got sort of a diamond dot pattern. These have got circles. This has got a little bit of everything. There's some diamonds and a houndstooth. There's some polka dots. There's little bits of stuff. And then this one, I actually think this might be my winner. It's got a grid background, certainly geometric. And then there's this with some circles. I really couldn't get it together. And then I pulled out these little game pieces that I have in my stash. There's a couple of different rectangles, there's some circles, there's squares. So I was thinking maybe about doing something with these on this black from my geometric shapes. I think they would pop on that black. So yeah, that's my little bits and bobs that I gathered up. Don't have a plan, so I'm going to put these aside because I've decided I'm not using those. And let's just put down some of this tissue from Tim Holtz and see what we do with it. Get my posies out of here. Oops. Don't go flying away. Escapees. Okay, let's figure out what we're going to do here. Like I said, I definitely wanted that, but I think, yeah. hair ruler here. I want below those windows there in that drawing. Yeah, that works out pretty well. Okay. Trying to think of any stories I have to tell. Nothing much that is coming to mind. The previous video I posted was of my nephew's birthday book. And my sister came up the other day and we inserted all the pictures in his book. And he just generally got in trouble. He he's such a mooch. No matter where he goes, he has to sort of, he roams around, especially here, because he spent a lot of time here, and he feels kind of territorial about things, like, we're not allowed to put anything on the coffee table. He likes the coffee table, put it off, so when he's ready to color, he doesn't have to mess around. So, whenever he's coming, we have to make sure that the coffee table's all cleaned off, and that his crayons and papers are where he wants them. And then he goes through and puts lights on in all the house. He's got an obsession with turning on all the lights. And so he does that. But the first thing he always does, and my husband always accommodates him no matter what, and my sister's just sort of given up on it, is he wants a drink. He wants a soda. And she's pretty strict with him on the soda. She doesn't like him just sitting around drinking it all the time. He tends to gain weight. And so it's not a good thing, but my husband's bad. So he always has a soda. Well, then, he just had his birthday, and several people had actually gotten him sodas for his birthday. And plus Hazel had gotten some for the party. So there's quite a bit of soda in the house. And she's hidden some, but he's got some in his closet that he's hoarding. He likes to pretend it's not there. That went down well. Okay, now the next thing on the list is a foreign language. I want to put something else down first. So let's maybe put this torn thing down. Yeah, I guess so. So then when they were getting ready to leave, he says to my husband, because he knows who the soft touch is, he says, I know, take some home, and he's pointing to the refrigerator. And my sister's, you are such a mooch. Get out of here. Let's go home. Leave these people alone. She said, he's a stinker. He'll tilt his head to the side and give you this sort of half smile. He knows how to charm people. But it didn't work. Wasn't allowed to take any home. So we've been selling stuff on Marketplace, on Facebook Marketplace. Stuff that the kids brought over when they were, what did I do with my blue book? Oh, there it is. The stuff that they didn't want to take with them and was too good to throw out. So we've been doing a lot of selling to them. And I listed several items this week, and, you get the usual people that, say they're interested and they never contact you again after you tell them anything about it. And that's sort of normal. We've sold a lot of stuff, so you get to know, that there's all kinds out there. And my husband was selling a planer of his, a planer shaper that he's had in his workshop for a long time, and he just doesn't do much woodworking anymore. And so he had it for sale, and he wanted $350 for it. And so this guy contacted me and had asked for more pictures. Darn it, only taken one to start with. And so I said, sure, we can get more pictures, but you'll have to wait till morning because it's dark in the barn right now. So he said, okay, that's fine. So we did that, and then the next morning my husband got up and took the pictures, and sent them off to him. He said, okay, that looks great. I definitely want it. I'll be by, later this week if that's okay. And he said, probably maybe Wednesday. And okay, that's good. So that was that. Well, then about, I think on Wednesday morning, he contacted us and said he had to be up here or down here, wherever he had to be in town for another reason. He had to go to a travel trailer sales. It's just, almost next door. And he said, I have to do that on Saturday morning. I said, okay, if I come then. And I said, no, that's fine. So that was the arrangement. Well, then the other night we were sitting in the and I was just hanging out, doing my thing, and we'll do some art literally with these shapes. Let's plan this out though. And this other guy messages me, and he says, "I'll give you $325 for the planer." And I said, "It's pending. It's been sold." And he comes back and he says, "I said it's been sold actually for full price." And he said, "Oh, then I'll give you $350." And I said, "No, it's been sold." And he says, he comes back after about 5 minutes and he says, "All right, $375. And I said, "Sir, it's been sold." I said, "We've already got a deal with this other guy. I would never do that." I guess people pull out all the time. I was telling the guy that bought the planer, and he said, "Oh, it happens to us all the time." He said, "I buy old chainsaws and refurbish them." And he said, "People will contact me and say, I don't have any money, but I really want a chainsaw. Would you be willing to trade for a waterbed?" It just cracked me up. People are so funny. I don't know if I want to be precise about this, or what do I want to do? Let's put them down for now. So he was here this morning and picked that up. And let's see. Oh, and another one, an old school friend, a guy I've known since we were in kindergarten together. That was a very long time ago. We had posted Jason had a bunch of old CDs, and I did too, for that matter, that I don't even have a CD player anymore. And so we just put them all into one big lot and put $25 on them. I mean, there must have been, I'll bet there were close to 100 CDs. And put them all together, and there was some from a friend of mine who had died, and a lot of classical music from her, and some Gershwin and stuff like that. And so anyway, put them all in one big batch, and so this friend of mine contacts me and says, "Hey, I'd really like to have those, but he said I can't pick them up right now. I've got COVID." I said, "Well, of course, that's fine. We can hold on to them." So another week goes by, and he says, "Well," he said, I don't actually have the money right now. Can you hang on to them for another week?" And so I'm getting a little annoyed, but I don't say much. Okay, we can hang on to them. He strung along for like 2 more weeks, and then he just stopped contacting me. And so my husband said, "It's time to get those relisted." So I did, and they sold like in 5 minutes. I haven't said anything to him. I thought I was a little annoyed with him, so yep, takes all kinds, I guess. Gosh, I had a lot of glue on there, didn't I? Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. Got my geometric shapes in there. And I think I'm going to tap my glue before it loses any more color. I think I'm going to get some red ink maybe and use that stamp randomly. Let's see, where is that ink pad? There it is. So this is just Color Box Geranium. Had this for ages. Bought it on Blipsy a long time ago for like $2 or $3. I don't have my flowers in here yet either. What was I doing? I'm bring them over here before I forget. I think I want the roses, because we used those primary colors. I don't want to put pink on them. And now we're using red here for this, so yeah. I miss Blipsy. I used to buy so much stuff from Blipsy. And it always had good deals. I sold to AC Moore, and then AC Moore went belly up, and that was the end of Blipsy. So, yeah, that's been our adventures. I guess that shows up pretty well. Where's some more ink? Maybe about here. Yeah. Okay, let's put you aside. I'll clean you before I put you away. Now, let's think about where we want to put our flowers. What you think? Do we like that? I think I do. Let's get my little blue book back here. Okay, I think the only thing left is some stitching. And so I'm going to put some of that ribbon down. And I'm just not sure about that. Maybe that's what we'll do. Just a little bit of it down there. Oh, I couldn't see Mary Little. I'm going crazy. Just trying to see. There's stitching on this ribbon. But I'm still going to draw some stitching, I think. There you go. I think we're going to call that it. Yeah, I think I'm happy with that. So that's week 11 with the hashtag CW Planner Collage Challenge. And that's it. In the can, as they say. So please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. and we'll see you real soon.